Well, hello there, my dear folks and fellow tubers. My name is Nuclear Skull 7, and in today's video, I'm going to be playing the Trepang2 Demo. But this time, I'm going to be playing the entire demo from start to finish, unlike what I did about 4 months short of a year ago, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Start New Game. Oh, this is so Fear. This just screams Naughty Audie's 2000s Fear game. Oh my gosh, yeah. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Audies, the first decade of the new millennium, third millennium. I'm not going to say 21st century because I just think that blurs up decade distinctions too much like the name of the last century before it, 20th century, does. You know, because I'm the type who honors the distinctions between decades. Unlike some people who think that blurring up decade distinctions is the only means by which you avoid centurial confusion. They're going to kill you! Get out! So for those of you who are new to this demo, I'm going to go ahead and can't go there because that door is locked. And yes, I can't use the door on the left here either. Nor this door. So we have to go straight for a little bit. Now one of these doors clearly is going to be open. Okay, so we have no choice but to go ahead and go straight here through this open door. Now you just heard one of those paramilitary soldiers talking. Now we don't have any weapons, so we need to avoid them until we do get weapons. It says, stay at the light, they're looking for you. That incoming message said just now. And we've got to do that again until we find weapons. Of course. And I don't think there's much of anything in here, but T, I think, is the button you press to turn on a flashlight. Like Fear, it has a built-in flashlight, and unlike Doom 3, you don't have to switch between a flashlight and a gun. Okay. So I've got to, again, be really careful to stay out of the light so that those guys don't see me. Because yes, that is dangerous. And I've got to do that again, as I said before, until I've got guns with ammunition, of course. Get out there, I'll cover you! And into this room with the blood red light is where we need to go. Luckily, I don't need that health kit right now, and I've got to press LCTRL to crouch to go into this little vent space here. Okay, now I've got to figure out where I need to go. I pretty much know where I do need to go, but for those who are playing this game's demo for the first time, I just thought I would show you the different areas. Okay. Subject 01 down. I've got such a surprisingly soft and sexy voice for someone who's supposed to be a tough military guy of myriad sorts. Okay, take the equipment. You'll need it to fight your way out. And now it's not going to be as dangerous for me to get in the light, because now I have a weapon. Okay, so to turn the flashlight on and off, again, press T. And press L mouse to fire your weapon. And that's, voila, just what I just did. Alright. We're going to have to do it again up here. And don't worry, there isn't any enemies close by. And of course, knowing me when I play first-person shooter games, or just any game that has guns, I prefer to reload, and like most other FPS games, you press R to reload. Now, I have to hold Shift and W to sprint. Sadly, I didn't do it quickly enough. I'll stand a little farther back, and I think that'll make a little more of a difference. There we go. That made much greater world of a difference. Now I've got to press L-Alt to slide. And that's, voila, just what the heck I did. So you press the letter F to read intel. To Arthur McLennan, from Ken Takaguchi, Principal Researcher. Date November 23rd, 2019. Additional tasking. Confidentiality warning. The information contained in this memorandum is confidential. It is intended only for the individual's name above for use on Site 14. Any distribution or copying is prohibited. If you have received this memorandum in error or found it outside of Site 14, notify your local administration immediately and destroy all copies. Thanks for offering your help, as we are always in need of additional manpower in our efforts. It is very much appreciated that you step forward in assisting us. If only your colleagues had similar attitudes. There is an immediate task we can assign to you. Some of the pipes in the maintenance area are blocked, making gas inaccessible to some parts of the facility. Your security colleagues suspect it's sabotage or an attack of some kind. No surprise there. But Occam's razor leads me to believe it's just poor maintenance. You'll have to talk to the maintenance folks for more details, but don't expect them to do anything about it. We've been nagging them for days, and the odd chance that a pipe bursts, it can send out shrapnel at speeds high enough to cause severe injury or fatality. So I recommend using a drone to do a visual inspection while keeping a safe distance. Ballistic gear may help protect against shrapnel as well. If you're able to identify what's wrong, you can pass that info on to maintenance and maybe they'll finally get it fixed. How does that sound? I'm sure it's more interesting than sitting around at a desk all day. Perhaps it will convince your colleagues to antagonize less too. Thanks in advance. Ken Takaguchi, Principal Researcher. Press letter F to close. Interesting. That sort of reminds me of one of the emails from one of the UAC workers in Doom 3. Just something about the dangerous thing about something that could explode, causing serious injury. So it said here just now, in case you forgot, to press the letter T to turn on the flashlight. Now I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, nothing in here, really. Except some ammo for my pistol. Okay. And if you should somehow injure yourself for whatever reason, there's a first aid kit there, should you need it. Luckily I have full health, so I don't need it. Okay, now I'm going to travel up this flight of stairs here. Notice that hard driving music. Now I've got to press the CTRL button so I can go through here. Turn off your flashlight when enemies are nearby. The light will give away your position. So yes, like right there, if I had my flashlight on, going through that grate into that blood red room, that would have given away my position. And boy, that would have been dumb and dangerous to say the least. Alright. So now, I'm going to look at some areas here. And there's nowhere else to go but here. And voila! Crouch, LCTR, crouch to move silently, and I'm going to do just that until I get up against this wall so I can see what's around here. And there are two buttons to press. You press E if you want to make yourself invisible, and press Q if you want to turn on slow-mo. Sadly, I don't really have that on at the moment, or at least not much of it. And notice I ducked after I shot that one guy in the head. And I did that so they wouldn't be able to see where my shot was coming from. Ah, yeah, and here's where the action really heats up. Suppressing fire! Yeah, just like what the clone soldiers in Fear would say. Die, boy. Die, son. Now, these bluish objects are not intel emails, but they're armor shards should you need them. Alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm not missing out on anything else important here. We've got contact! Turn off your flashlight when enemies are nearby. The light will give away your position. Sort of like what we did when we were going through that vent space. Because yes, again, that will give away our position. And notice how I didn't reload right away that time, and that's because I don't want to, of course, give away my position. Because I had to move out of the way first, because otherwise, again, I might give away my position. And here's history. Yeah. And now I've got another new weapon. But I'm gonna stick with a pistol exclusively until I've got enough ammunition to start using it. And voila, I do. I'm gonna start using this assault rifle or submachine gun or whatever the heck you call it. Okay. Let's see what's in here. I'm gonna turn on the flashlight just to see what's in here. So I've gotta hit that button again so I can get through that steaming vent, because otherwise I will definitely not be able to get through it. Okay. I think I've more or less been here already, since this is an area filled with dead soldiers as corpses. Okay, I think we need to go back upstairs. Because that is not where I'm supposed to go. Okay, so now I travel up this fleet of stairs here. That music is very naughty oddies, action movie, video game techno. And we need to go ahead and Alt-Delete. And, oh, my bad, this is where we're supposed to go. Now I illuminated so you could see it more clearly. And now we've got another new weapon, a shotgun. In fact, this is one of my favorite weapons in the whole game. But I'm going to stick with this rapid-fire weapon until I've got more ammo in that shotgun. Like what I did with the pistol when I just got this rapid-fire weapon, whatever you call it. Okay. Go, go, I got you covered! Press Q to focus, slowing down time for a slow duration. I'm gonna go ahead and just blow them away there. Suppressing fire! Die, boy. Die, son. Gosh, the particle physics in this game are awesome. So I'm gonna stay in the darkness until I kill them all. Because notice that fire hydrant there, notice it has a flashing sign, and if I shoot it, it will explode, killing anyone near it. Unfortunately, they got out of the way, so I couldn't use it. Die, son. But I'll go ahead and shoot at it just in slow-mo, just so you can see what it does. And voila, it exploded like a bomb or a grenade. Gosh, I tell you what, this brings back such memories of my playing the original Fear game all the way up back in my old house up in Salem, Oregon. And I now live in Ashland, Oregon. And heck, I don't want to live there for the rest of my life because I prefer big cities. Because I just feel there's more to do. But hey, that's just me. Anyhow, we're going to go through here. And something rather creepy and inspired by fear is going to happen here. You just wait, as Dr. Betruger from Doom 3 would say. Notice how the setting and the environment suddenly changed. Now all the doors are just by themselves shutting, as if they have a mind of their own, essentially. This game is heavily inspired by fear after all, so it kind of makes sense. Fortunately, I'm not sure there's any way to kill those invisible ghost things, or whatever you call them, so we just have to keep moving forward. Listen to the music. That is so Naughty Audie's video game techno, or more commonly known as the 2000s, but I call it Audie's, which is an extension of the Old English word aut, which means zero in Old English. Okay, so that door is locked, so I have to go up there. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on both invisibility and slow-mo, so I can take those guys out relatively easily without getting noticed. Voila, they are as dead as a rock. Yes! Split up and search! Don't let him get away! Tough macho Naughty Audie's military! Oh! Also, I forgot to mention, if you press F, say after injuring an enemy, you can hold enemies hostage and use them as a body shield. And use them as bait, or as a shield, essentially. You can still shoot as well as reload if you need to. Voila. And also, something you can also do is snap their neck. That's another thing I'll show you. Enemy sighted! Also, press G if you want to use a grenade, and voila! It serves just the right purpose, because I managed to take them out. And now that my shotgun is filled up with ammunition, I'm going to go ahead and use it, and perhaps stick with it for at least a while. Split out! We're gonna go now, motherfucker! Yeah! Just like Naughty Audie's video game enemies, dumb and foul-mouthed. That makes them kind of funny, though. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this door. Not that I need to, but hey. I'll just go ahead and do it just because we can, as Big Mac Davis would say. And here's some more read intel. To Site Administration from Ken Takaguchi, Principal Researcher. Date November 22nd, 2019. Re status update. I understand your concern regarding my last report. It is human nature to demand explanations for things we do not yet understand. And so far, our testing raises more questions than it answers. Such is the beauty of science. If every experiment ended as expected, there'd be very few discoveries to make. Rest assured we are still on the right track. With our limited manpower and equipment, it is difficult to gather precise data. However, 106 especially has shown remarkable improvements in recent tests, far beyond the range predicted by the simulations, even assuming worst-case margin of error with our precision. If conclusive results are desired on such a short time frame, we will need more researchers and up-to-date equipment. I understand that directing so many resources to this site will draw unnecessary attention. However, the current conditions are severely limiting our progress and very prone to human error. Another limiting factor is the excessive safety measures by site security. We are constantly under armed guard, and much of our precious time is wasted on emergency drills. Keeping the guards informed of our procedures is extremely taxing, especially with their limited scientific knowledge, and misunderstandings on their part are often taken out on us. It'd be greatly appreciated if they were told not to disturb our circles. Worst case scenario, someone might get a little bruised, but that is a little small price to pay for an innovation of this scale. Regards, Ken Takaguchi, Principal Researcher. And there's a little armor there should you need it. Or armor. Bulletproof vest, that's more what I would call it. Subject 14-11-8 is suffering from severe insomnia and has adopted a habit of chattering his teeth. Number 2 suicide attempts were made on September 15th and September 22nd via hanging and choking. The results are remarkable. Subject 14-118 had adopted traits and actions almost identical to Arthur Vaughan. See attached document 4-118A for more similarities. However, regardless of the results, the lack of consistency with testing and the abundance of uncontrollable variables tarnishes the legitimacy of this experiment. For instance, what led to insomnia could have been influenced by the irregular security drills and irregular construction hours, or anxiety from isolation. Isolation was not something Arthur Vaughan faced. The suicide attempts, despite being identical to the attempts made by Arthur Vaughan, could have been done out of practicality and limited access to other methods of suicide. Number 1, progress. And, should you be injured, there's another med kit. That's a lot of stuff that I don't even understand. Switchboard vision camera provides you with enterprise-grade devices that allow you to record video of important incidents. With switchboard vision, you will never be caught off guard again. Full HD 1080p video, high-definition replay. 60 FPS video to see historical records in detail. Night vision for recording nights in clarity. Ask about our data-enabled dash cams that enable remote uploading video back to the office. Interesting. That's very fear. That cold, bleak, cold, technical, slick, naughty stuff. There's another weapon you should grab if you want to, but you can only grab and hold 2 weapons at a time, so be reasonably picky and selective about the weapons you use. Subject 14-106 is to be restrained in handcuffs at all times. Must be injected with 1.3 milligrams of sedatives at 1200 hours every day. One additional injection must be administered after testing periods. Note, subject cannot exceed 6 milligrams of sedatives in a 24-hour window. Just drop in 2 cold meal MREs a day. MREs with cooking kits are not permitted. So, the subject is highly aggressive and volatile. Personnel on duty is to maintain absolutely zero eye contact with subject 14-106 as to not provoke him. To keep the subject docile, a screen with video Siren 362-002 must be playing on loop at all times. This only minimizes subject's aggression. If visual or audio is damaged, a technician must dispatch immediately to fix or replace the containment cell's monitor and speaker. A minimum of 3 guards must be escorting the technician. Security detail, under no circumstance, is any personnel allowed to carry lethal weapons in proximity to subject 14-106. This includes firearms, sharp objects, and tasers. and whatever. They cross. Tasers are permitted. The subject will use anything as a weapon. This includes desk lamps, chairs, computers, etc. He'll use anything that isn't bolted down. Keep your eyes on his hands and objects out of reach from him. Amen. I'm gonna press L-Alt to slide. It is effective for knocking down enemies. Yeah, just like that. Die, boy. Blast your leg off. Yo, yeah, that was awesome. Go frig! Whatever the heck he said. Die, son. And of course, let's not forget to use grenades every once in a while. And I shot him right through the head. And I'm gonna go ahead and use him as a hostage. F throw, R mouse button, kill. So, if you want to throw him, you press F. On the other hand, you press R or mouse button if you want to kill him, which goes like this. Oh, yeah! I snapped his head off. Other times they'll just snap his neck, but either way, he'll still be dead. Check the perimeter! Check it, Sergeant! Grenade! All deserve to die. No other weapon, buddy. Said that to myself, of course, not anyone watching the video, of course. Fortunately, I don't have any more grenades, so I can't use that to take it out. Gosh, look at those bullet holes in the door. Man, this game, as I said a couple minutes ago, has awesome physics. And I believe this is where we need to go. At least I think it is. I could be totally wrong, but... Oh, auto-saving, so that means we're somewhere new. I'm glad it took him out. Yes, it did. They wouldn't be a bloody mess like that otherwise. Die, son. Ah, yes. Another guy we can hold hostage. Just gonna see if there's any more enemies we need to take out. Nope. I believe he's the only guy. So you press the right-click button if you want to snap his neck, and F if you just want to toss him. And again, I'm going to do it, this time using him as a shield. Okay, and I'm going to hit the R must button, and voila, he's dead. Although I think the intensity of the music means that there's not all the guys are dead just yet. He's nothing more than simple mere memories. Can't talk. I don't know why I have a tendency towards slurred speech sometimes, but I do. Maybe I'm just tired. Who knows? Feel pretty good though. Alright. Target sighted! Okay, so... now one of these doors perhaps will be open, but we should walk up to them and press F. Nope, they're locked, but hey, that's fine. We will get to where we need to go eventually. And as usual, there's medical kit should you need it. Glad it's auto-saving because that means we're on a new part. And this is more or less at least the last part of the level. So, we're going to have multiple enemies coming from out of these elevators here. And they will keep coming until we've killed them, of course, and that will be the end of the level. Multiple it went out before I could say it. Die, boy. We'll go ahead and use the shotgun to mix it up and to make sure I give it a little more love. Again, as Big Mac Davis would say. Got hostiles! Oh, gotta get out of the way of that grenade. Shook the ground around me, but luckily it didn't hurt me or kill me. Oh, yeah. These naughty oddies first-person shooter games and their profanity. It's rather funny. I don't know why, but it is. Maybe it's not as macho as they would like to think it is. I'm just gonna use him as a shield till I kill these guys, and I'll just snap his neck. Voila. He's done with, I'm afraid.
Get the fuck in there now.
Contact! Die, son. Awesome! And he's dead. Come on, son, die.
What the fuck? Do we have any men left? Negative, sir. Most guns are down. Fuck it. The rest of you with me. We'll take it out ourselves. I'm leading the assault.
Fortunately, it doesn't really last long, that invisibility cloak. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to shotgun. Oh, I hate it when I have to reload in the middle of the gunfight. Oh, and I shot that explosive object on his back, and that made him blow up into a zillion pieces. Yeah, awesome. Just to make sure he was dead, of course. Pretty epic music there. Awesome. Ah, first time I needed a med kit. Rescue team is landing now. Get to the upload. So when the music switches to this, that means we've killed all the enemies in this level. And now we're gonna exit the level. We might have to wait for them a little bit, but hey. Hurry up, get him, don't let him get away! This, ladies and gents, is where we need to go. At least I think it is. Yes, that's where we need to go. We need to go onto this helicopter here. Now on to the next and last map of the demo. Trepang2. Well, it kind of looks like the end of the demo. It actually isn't. Follow us, Trepang2.discord at Trepang2 Studios, Trepang2.com. That's not what it is. At Trepang Studios, I mean. That music screams fear in a heartbeat. As I said in that one little other video I made for this, thank you for playing. You are welcome, Trepang Studios. Glad to support you. This isn't over yet. ... And voila, as I said before, we're in another level. Now you can hit the right-click button of the mouse, or melee attack if you want to smash a window, which I think is what we have to do to get through here. As it says there. Jump, melee, default space, mouse 2 to kick. That's more or less what I did. Doesn't have to be perfectly destroyed, but just enough that you can.
I ain't calling until I see a dead body. Sweep the sector. Copy that, Sergeant.
So it says there, glare on the screen edges means you're in the light and enemies can quickly detect you. You are less visible in the shadows. So like the last map here, we need to stay in the darkness. If not that, turn on invisibility cloak. Probably not the wisest thing I did. Hey. Okay, I might just have to get out of here, just get away from that grenade. Luckily, it didn't appear to hurt me, at least. Crouch walk, default, CTRL to move silently. Silently, they already know I'm here, so I'll have to go a little guns a-blazing here, since they already know I'm here. But yes, I would normally recommend that. Die, son. Ah! I'm gonna replace the pistol with the shotgun. But I'm gonna stick with the assault rifle until I have enough ammo in said shotgun. Wonder if that was an extra piece of armor. Now we need to hit one of these switches in order to proceed. Security doors unlocked, because that's how we get to another part of this level. It's by going up here. Not there. Let's see if there's... remember that there's more of those to hit. It might just be B, but at least a bit later on. Here we go. Autosaving. I love that, mainly because it means we're in a new area. So I'm going to try and be a little more stealthy this time, unlike what I was in the other room. Just going to try and quickly... Oh, he already knows I'm there, so I'm going to go ahead and use him as a shield. Forgot that term, body shield? Don't know what that term is, but yeah. Gonna kill these guys first, and then I'm gonna snap this dude's neck. Die, son. And well, he's no longer with us, I'm afraid. Okay, so you'll notice there's another one of those switches here. We have to hit these if we're gonna be able to proceed again. Security doors unlocked. Flashlight, default T to illuminate dark areas. Be careful, gives away your position. Not that we don't know that already, but still, it's a good idea to hear. Let's see if this is where we go. Nope, I don't think it is. Ah, voila, here we are. New area. Didn't think I would somehow get there that quickly. Oh my gosh, these guys are terrifying. I don't know what they are, but they're just some corpsely zombie-like monster version of the other normal enemies we've seen. Gosh, these guys are terrifying. Gonna go ahead and reload this gun. Grenade! Oh, that damaged me a little bit. Oh well, luckily I can't. Oh, how did he explode? Did I shoot a grenade? He tried to toss in midair. Die, son. Is there any way to get there? Voila, there was. Take out that dude first. Turn on the flashlight so I can see what I'm doing here. Well, to move it from there. Come on. Get up there, buddy. Oh god! Oh god! Instead, just flat macho voice. That's kind of funny. Come on, get up there, son. Ah, finally. Okay. And hear that helicopter out there? That is the place we need to go to. And yes, I think I'm going the right way. Default G to throw grenades. They explode instantly on contact with enemies or when shot. So that's what happened a few seconds ago. That made that guy explode. Did that get him? Unfortunately, I think he managed to get out of the way in time. I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah! Die, boyo. Grenade out! Wonder how I lost the guy I grabbed. Oh, I exploded his head with the shotgun. Awesome. Just gonna reload. I'm gonna go ahead and do an L. Figure out a way I can do an L alt. Slide move. As I somehow like to call it. Okay. Go ahead and hit that switch so we won't need to do it later once we kill all the enemies. Where is he? Where are you, boy? Oh, awesome. Took out my whole squad. You remember one of the original Fear games, especially the very first one, you would hear a clone replica soldier say, "He took out the whole squad." For anyone who's played Fear, you'll definitely remember that. We have a helicopter waiting for you at the top floor. Get there for extraction. Just want to make sure I read that correctly and slowly. Die, son. Oh, awesome.
I'm okay.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, awesome. Auto-saving. Oh, some more of those freaky zombie dudes. That definitely took him out. He is history. Yeah. Die, son. Blew up one of them. Or that blew up the other one. Just to make sure he's dead. And obviously, I think that means we've taken out all the enemies in this area. Because remember, we need to get to a helicopter. We're supposed to go down here. That's what I'm guessing. Interesting place. Ah! Okay, so obviously we're not supposed to go through there. Guessing we're supposed to go through here. Or maybe not. Wait a minute, I think I've been here already. Grenade! Ah! Love the fact we have more enemies, because at least means we're more or less somewhere new. There it is. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab him, because I'm gonna hold him hostage, of course. It's really fun to hold enemies hostage in this game. Just gonna kill him so I can go more quickly, take out that guy over there. Die, son. Ah. And he is history. And voila! There's our helicopter. Trepang2. Now, interestingly enough, Trepang2 is just a working title for this game. That's not its final title, but again, just a working title. I'm wondering what will be the name of the game in its final version. We'll just have to find out. Well, folks, I believe that will end this awesome and fun gaming video here. Remember, if you like this video, please hit that like button below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please punch that subscribe button below. I shall see you all later, folks. Till next time, though, I am Nuclear Scality 7. Stay safe, happy, and healthy in this period of pandemic, as well as protest. Amen. This isn't over yet. little announcement I'm going to make. I will continue, of course, my walkthrough for Doom 64 and Carry On, just in case you're wondering. No, there's no way in hell I'm going to abandon that.